Welcome to the Global Research and Development Laboratory here in Stockholm. I'm going to take you on a little tour to show you what we are doing here in our fantastic lab. So here in this part of the lab, it's the scientific research and technology team that is working, and we are developing active technologies for our skincare products, but also for other type of products. Our active technologies are coming from nature, from plant material, for example, and we're extracting that in order to then get an extract that has the effect that we want on the skin. As for example, in Novage Plus, you know that we were developing the bioactivating technologies. And here we start from natural origin, from plants or marine plants, and then we are testing if these actives actually have an effect on the skin. And the way that we're testing these ingredients is that we're looking at both biochemical activity like antioxidant effects, or we're testing on actual skin cells, all of the skin cells in the skin, or even on real skin that we get from plastic surgery to make sure that the actives are giving the effect that we want them to have. So we're going to show you a little bit where we're doing the cell testing as well, so follow me. In this lab, we are actually cultivating all the different types of skin cells that we have in our skin. And they are in here, in this cabinet, where we have the skins from the lower level of the cells from the lower level of the skin and from the higher level of the skin, and even the cells that are giving pigments. So the melanocytes, they're called. And we're doing testing on them depending on what we want to see. For example, if we want to boost the collagen production, we need to test on the skin cells from the lower level of the skin in order to see that they can actually produce more collagen. And this means that we have an anti-wrinkle effect. So here in this lab, we're doing that type of testing, and we're seeing that our active technologies actually bring the fantastic results that you can see. We're also going to go into the formulation lab. So this is the formulation lab. And here we're going from having an active ingredient and we're adding it to then, of course, the formula itself, so that you can get a product that you can use on your skin. So here we have all the different teams. We have skincare, we have personal and hair care, we have color formulation. So all of the teams, when it comes to formulation, is based here in this lab. And we're making the fantastic products that you are getting on your bathroom shelf. And of course, we're in this process, it's not only about adding the ingredients together. It's very important that the product feels well. So we also do testing to make sure that it has a good consistency, that it's stable throughout the whole journey from the lab to the manufacturing plant, and then all out through all of the markets. So that's a science in itself, making sure that the product is nice to use, that it has a good feel, that it is performing, but that it's also stable and that it gets to you in the way that we want it to have it. This is where the packaging technology team is based. And here we're looking at, for example, that a pack also have to be able to be compatible with the formula itself. So if you have a serum, you have to be able to pump it through the pump, as an example. We're also doing testing to make sure that there is no reaction between the formula and the pack itself. And then of course we're looking at the packaging on its own to make sure that it is a good packaging, that it can sustain the shipping, for example, that it keeps tight, that there is no leaks and all that kind of thing. So there is a lot of work also around the sustainability when it comes to packaging. So this is where the formula and the packaging meet each other, and we're doing that testing to make sure that everything will be okay when you get the product. So this is where the performance and evaluation team is based. And here we're really looking at then the final performance of a product. So basically where we do smaller studies for clinical trials to make sure that we can really prove and that you will be able to see the results when you're using our products. The bigger studies we are doing with testing houses all around the world, but here we can do smaller studies where it's more focused on exactly what we want to find out, maybe through the development process. So you can see that we have like facial scanning, we have different sensory booths where you're looking at the sensorial aspect of a formulation, for example, or even from wellness products when you're doing the tasting to make sure that the taste and the feel when you're using your wellness shake feels good, for example. So thank you so much for joining me on this lab tour. I hope you have enjoyed it and that you spread the word about what a fantastic R&D team we have here in Oriflame.
To remind you that you are more than welcome to ask questions anytime while we are talking. You can ask questions in the chat, but we will be taking them at the end of the session. We will have a Q&A session, so you are more than welcome to ask any questions, and we will get back to you after. Okay? So today we are 3 scientists, and we want to share with you a little bit about what we do in Oriflame. I will introduce myself and then I will leave it to my other colleagues. My name is Erika Monsallier and I'm a formulation manager for skincare, personal care and hair care. As you have seen from the laboratory, we do live in the laboratory, not at night, of course, but we have a lot of work going on around at the moment. And we wanted to share with you a little bit about what we are doing and what we are launching right now. So I will start mainly with skincare, if that's okay. And I wanted to ask you first, how does your skin feel? Do you feel that you have fine lines or maybe wrinkles? Does your skin feel dehydrated or do you have dry skin? Or maybe do you have signs of fatigue like me today? Or maybe do you feel that you have loss of firmness or elasticity? Or maybe do you have everything together? Maybe you had a bad night's sleep like last night, or maybe you didn't go on holidays yet, and then you feel that you have all the concerns on your skin. Rest assured, we have the perfect solution for you. But first, I wanted to ask you, do you know what happens to the skin while we are sleeping? Because it's very important. We know sleep is for restoring ourselves and making sure that we are rested for the day, but it's not only for us and our energy level, it's also for our skin. So sleep is here to help combat everyday free radical damage that can be caused by UV radiation that is during the day, or pollution, or maybe stress or environment. And while our cell turnover is increasing during the night, then it means that newly generated skin cells can begin to replace the old cells that we don't need anymore, the damaged cells that were previously here to help to protect you during the day, protect your skin and your face, but then they get damaged and then they get replaced during the night. As a result, your skin will look more rejuvenated in the morning, and it will look renewed as when you wake up, as if you had a good night's sleep. Additionally, when you sleep, you have a sleep hormone called melatonin that is increased, and it acts like an antioxidant to help prevent the premature signs of aging. It also helps to create a brighter, more healthier looking skin, and in the morning you will probably glow, which is what you want, of course. However, while we sleep, we have also our body temperature that lowers to help better sleep, but you have also your skin temperature that rises. And because of that, you also have a skin pH that becomes more acidic. All of that in combination means that you have a skin that is more permeable. That means that you have the water inside your body that can be lost more easily and come out of your skin. That's why sometimes your skin can feel a little bit more dry than it was in the morning, or tight than it was, in the evening. But rest assured, we have our best product to target all of that, and also to help you relax while you're doing your evening routine. The product that I wanted to talk about is the Novage Plus Intense Skin Recharge Overnight Mask. I'm sure you've heard about it because it's one of our hero products. It's an icon. It has numerous times been a top seller, and it has received so many great comments on a constant basis from our consumer. But we have relaunched it this year. And I wanted to go into a little bit more details on how we have developed that amazing formulation. First, when we develop a formulation, we put a lot of research behind the texture. That led us to develop a texture that is creamy, this texture that will melt on the skin like a dream, for example, but it will also nourish the skin and reducing the signs of fatigue and recharge the skin overnight. It's a texture that absorbs quickly, so you have no greasy residue on your pillow, which is great. And as a result, in the morning, you will feel that your skin had an 8-hour beauty sleep. It's like a 8-hour beauty sleep in a jar. So you really need to have this one. And you can wake up with an intense hydration. Your skin is recharged, and that's why it's also a favorite night mask. So not only this product, the overnight mask, has a really, really nice texture, it also offers kind of a 8 hours beauty sleep, but it also delivers instant hydration and long-term hydration for 24 hours, and it's clinically proven. But on top of that, it also firms the skin after 2 weeks of use, and it's also clinically proven. But what are the ingredients that we have used in this formulation to give that benefit? First, we have used an organic Inca Inchi oil. Sorry, difficult word. This oil will restore the suppleness and will nourish the skin. We have also hyaluronic acid. I'm sure a lot of you know about hyaluronic acid. It's a gold star ingredient, and it helps to plump and smooth the skin's texture. We have also cupuaçu butter. I'm sure I'm not saying it the right way, and I'm sure Gisele later on will say this is not the right way to say cupuaçu butter, but it's a great butter. It deeply nourishes for the skin to have a soft and supple and glowing skin after the night. Then we have also betaine. Betaine is a very scientific word, but it's a very important ingredient in our formulation because it will help to balance the skin hydration, like a water magnet. That's the top 4 key ingredients that we have in this product that will give the performance. On top of the ingredients and the fact that we have an amazing texture, we have also made sure that this formula is suitable for all skin type, including sensitive skin. It's dermatologically tested. It's also paraben-free, which I'm sure most of you will know that paraben are preservative systems that are questioned and that we are trying to remove. We have a formulation that is free from mineral oil. Mineral oil is an oil derived from petrolatum, and it can tend to clog the pores. And also, this formulation specifically is silicone-free. Not that there is anything wrong with silicone, because silicone are here for texture. They are super nice and cushiony. However, for this product, we have decided to remove it because we didn't really need it. We had so many other really interesting ingredients that we didn't feel we needed that ingredient because that would hide the other ones. And some people, they don't want to have silicones, or they might not tolerate it as much as other ingredients. So we prefer to focus on all other ones. We also have a sustainable packaging, meaning that it has a 25% post-consumer recycled glass jar, meaning that it has increased sustainability. So that's all the benefits that we have in this overnight skin recharge overnight mask. I'm sure you know how to use it because you've been using it in the past. However, just a reminder, you can use it twice a week, It's your final step in your nighttime routine on top of your night cream, and it's really easy to apply. It's really easy to absorb. It will not leave any residue on your pillow, and then you can sleep for 8 hours or more if you want, and then you will feel all rejuvenated in the morning. If you have any questions on this specific product and how we developed it, please put your questions in the chat and we can get back to you later on. Thank you very much. Now we'll hand on over to my colleague Gisele.
Hi everyone, nice topic, Erika. It's very nice to have you, like to have this experience here. It's my first time, so I'm a little bit nervous. So let me introduce myself. I'm Gisele Passarelli. I'm a pharmacist with focus on cosmetic science, and I work here at Oriflame as principal chemist in the color cosmetics team. And when I was invited to Oriflame Talks, I wanted to discuss a theme that is really trendy right now, and also is related to this topic that Erika bring to us, that it's the holistic well-being experience. And the topic is about neuroscience, and especially specifically about a neuroglow, that it's like a beauty ritual that acts like a self-care that can nourish your skin and also your soul. So it's kind of like this really holistic and entire experience. And we have been working on a super exciting project that's wrapping up. So we decided to keep this topic on the shadow. So heads up about relaunch. It's a foundation, and it's just a taste. We can we can tell much about the brand because it's still on the track, it's still in development. So yes, this new foundation will be relaunched with a strong neuroscientific claim, and it's totally related to well-being. So it's a true innovation for Oriflame in color cosmetics. And we are passionate about making products and people really enjoy to using. And so what makes this product is extraordinary in it's like the ability to combine the nice texture with the super performance, and can transform your makeup routine into a very soothing ritual, let's say.
Ooh,
So
wow.
yes,
That sounds amazing.
yeah.
Can you share with us a little bit more about the development of this product in terms of texture, and what are the key points for the texture? Because I really want to try this one now.
Yes, everyone here tried when we start to develop, and just good feedbacks. So imagine a product that feels like a second skin. So it's ultra lightweight, velvety, fresh when you apply, and has this smooth application. And actually about the texture, it was a challenging. So we spent a very nice time on the bench to try to adjust and balance the perfect level of raw materials. So has been meticulously crafted to glide onto your skin with this delicate touch that needs to ensure this flawless application every time. So this new texture, I will not say that's just about the appearance, it's about the comfort as well. So it allows your skin to breathe. You know that it's very important, to keep the skin healthy. So it eliminates this heavy and suffocating feeling that commonly we associate with the traditional foundations, let's say. Sometimes we apply a foundation that is really, really heavy and we don't feel comfortable. This texture will kind of give you this experience about a second skin. So and very natural finish, I would say. I think the finish is where the magic happens here, because this product delivers really a radiant and natural glow, enhance your skin without masking it. So it's perfect. It's perfect to provide a coverage that really highlights your natural beauty. And if you want natural look, but if you want also to build some kind of layers as well, it's also buildable. So it's possible to bring more coverage if you want. But if you don't want, if you want to keep it like as natural as possible, you can do it. This product really offering like a finish that can be both elegant and effortlessly chic. I would say so.
I need that texture.
Yes.
In my bathroom now. But for tomorrow, to hide all my wrinkles and my fine lines, and also all my dark circle.
After our flame talks, I can give to you.
Thank you. I need it. And what can I expect about the long-term benefits? Because I'm sure you've worked on that. What does it give on my skin? Will I have some glowing benefits over time, or can you share a little bit about the long-term benefits for us?
Yes, I can. So as I told in the beginning, like skinification is the key. It's very trendy and about like this holistic trend about well-being as well. So beyond the exceptional texture and finish, this product is formulated with these skin-loving ingredients. And just a spoiler, I will give to you one ingredient that's the lavender oil. So it's like a botanical ingredient that can help you to calm and to nourish the skin. It can reduce stress. It can promote a healthier and more vibrant appearance as well. So yes, the product, it's like designed to fit perfectly on your daily routine. So if you already have your beauty regimen, like your skincare routine, so it can enhance even more like your experience and what you are doing to have a better and healthy skin. So yes, and we have like one active more, but like I will just keep, like it's just a taste.
And in terms of testing, because you were talking about neuroscience at the beginning, how did you make that possible? How did you achieve this neuroscience claims?
This is a good question, and like we can do it alone, right? So once the initial formula was developed, we need to ensure our pilers that it's C measure proof, right? So we moved to extensive testing phases. It includes clinical trials and consumer feedback sessions as well. And I think my colleague Facundo can speak more about it, like because he is the specialist and he conducts like all the tests very well. So Facundo.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Facundo Benitez, and I work as a senior sensory and consumer scientist in performance evaluation team. So yes, for this product, we have been testing a lot. So this is where I enter, and specifically for this study, we wanted to assess a claim that was related to an emotional benefit. Specifically talking about the stress-free feeling when you apply a foundation. So for us, it was important to measure the key attributes of this product, like the overall liking that we usually measure, if the fragrance is nice and it's liked by consumers. But also we had to assess in different ways how this foundation could bring this emotional benefit during the application of it. So we ran a test where the consumers would assess, do a self-assessment of the stress level before applying the foundation and after doing it. And we got very good results for this, because we could see that the product decreases the self-assessment in the stress level. So people felt more relaxed after applying this product. So it was very good for us. And also we wanted to assess this from the performance point of view of the product. So we also measure attributes like if it was easy to apply, so it doesn't bring like extra stress or extra time. For example, if it is quick to apply, if it is easy to spread, and those attributes as well help a lot for this foundation, and it was very good. So yeah, but basically what I wanted to talk about today for you is the voice of our brand partners in product development, because as Erika mentioned, and Gisele as well, they talk about different ingredients, different benefits, and very interesting insights that they take into account when developing a formula. But I have the pleasure to work as the one that gather this feedback from consumers and share with the formula team for them to create the amazing products. So by the voice of consumers, voice of our brand partners in development, we refer to all the feedback and insights that we gather when our brand partners test products in consumer studies, for example, at home. This feedback for us is invaluable because it's very important for us to have this at a very early stage, because it helps us to understand, for example, what works and what doesn't work from a consumer point of view, but also to know what our brand partners want and what are their needs, for example, and preferences when coming to a product. Because we can develop amazing products, but at the end, if they are our brand partners and our consumers, that those are you listening to us today, don't like the product, or they don't find the benefit on it, or they found it like not right for them, it's not good for us. So for us, it's very important to have you like in the center of the product development. And yes, your feedback is very important. So, and since also the consumer preferences are constantly evolving, for us, it's very important to constantly test our products before launching them. So by listening to our brand partners, we can create products that address, for example, different skin concerns like anti-wrinkle or brightness, for example. But also we can check different sensory attributes, like, for example, the texture of the formula, if it is too thick, if it is too thin, and we always want to be just about right. So it's our main goal here. So yeah, this feedback ensures that our products are effective and easy to use and meet our consumers' expectations. So that's very important for us. And also how we do this in the product development process. We usually start with expert panels internally. We test for different sensory attributes. For example, for skincare products, we have like a very important test where we assess if the skin cream don't produce any volume during application, if it is well absorbed during application, and how does it feel. And then when we have like almost selected a formula, we go to different markets and we test with our brand partners there, depending on the project, of course. And we ask different things, different attributes like the overall liking, like this, as I was saying, if they like the fragrance, and different things. And once we have all this feedback and all these insights, we go back to the formula team and other teams, and we share the feedback, and they have very good insights to keep working the formula and select like the final prototype for the final product, like the formula. So yeah, this is what basically we test in Oriflame.
It's very interesting. Thank you very much.
Mm.
Can you give us, Facundo, an example of how consumer feedback in the market impacted us on a specific formulation?
Oh, yes. Well, lately with one of the latest projects, we test a day shield with SPF 50 and with our brand partners. And they told us they found like the formula was not exactly as they wish. It was not meeting their expectations because they found the texture like a little bit too thick and also a little bit too heavy on the face for them. So for us, this was crucial and it was very important to have because it was at the very early stage of development and gave us the opportunity to reformulate the prototype and make this product achieve those sensory attributes. And we changed the sensory to make the formula less thick and yes, and just perfect when you apply it on the skin. So it's very, very important for us to have this before going to the markets with the final product. So yes.
I remember that one.
Yes.
Any final thoughts about on the importance of listening to the voice of our brand partner or of our consumer in product development?
Yes. So I repeated many times. For us, it's very important for you, for us to give your feedback, and so we can create the amazing products that you love and meet your unique needs. So, and also drive business success for everyone. So for us, it's essential to stay connected with you on the other side on all the markets. So I encourage you to join our studies whenever you see like a recruitment going on. Of course, we usually don't test like in all markets that Oriflame is in, because that will be like a very difficult for us. But depending on the project, we test different markets, and we try to listen to you as much as you can, as we can. So please join the studies if you see a recruitment, and give us your feedback on the prototype so we can create the amazing products that you love.
Thank you very much. Very interesting.
Thank you.
I think that concludes our talk for today. So I'm going to take the Q&A. Just give me 1 second so that I can read through the questions, and then I will direct the questions to you. First question, sometimes the customer says that we are, after using the Novage Plus product or few of the optimal range, their skin tone color gone down. In India, people are fascinated for fairer skin tone. I'm using Novage Plus personally also, but haven't faced such issue. I think that's related to my part of the talk. However, I'm not 100% sure of the question behind it. As long as the brand partner who said it is happy with their Novage Plus routine, I feel that we've done a good job. If we have anything that we need to improve, of course, please share it in the chat. Sorry, and we can see what to do. The next question was about, is Novage Plus good for oily skin too? Yes, it is. Novage Plus has been developed with a focus to be suitable for all skin type, including sensitive skin. But if you remember, if you have your Novage Plus routine, we have some that are also mostly dedicated for oily skin. Even if all products are suitable for oily skin type, you have some where you have a specific set of routine where you want to target like blemish, acne-prone skin, and that would probably be my recommendation. When I talked about the Novage Plus Overnight Intense Skin Recharge Mask, this one is also suitable for oily skin type, because even if you your skin tends to be slightly more oily. At night, the same processes happens. You have melatonin increasing, but you also have your skin that is more permeable, even if you have oily skin, and then the water is coming out of your skin, and then you will probably feel slightly tighter in the morning. So you definitely need hydration and nourishment at night in order to protect your skin against dehydration. So I hope that helps. And I hope you will love using that texture. Next question was about no matter how I use Novage Plus product, I still react to it. So what do I do for the stubborn acne on my skin? I guess that the question is about acne and not other type of a reaction. Remember that when you're using the Novage Plus regime, you have an adaptation period of your skin. And then because it has high potent active ingredient or bioactivating technology, your skin may not be used to that type of active ingredient, so may react slightly differently at the beginning. But then once you get through a couple of days of adjustment and a week of adjustment, then your skin should be better with it. If it's for stubborn acne, I would definitely recommend the Novage Plus Anti-Blemish serum, and to start with that routine first, and then see how it goes with your skin and how your skin is going. And I hope you've tried it already. And I hope it answers your question. Then the next one is for Gisele, I guess. Is the lavender oil in the foundation itself? Or it's amazing to know that we have multiple benefits.
Yes, it's the lavender oil itself and like the pure lavender oil. And even if when you apply the product, you can really feel experience the smell of the lavender. So it gives you the complete experience when you apply the product about the calming effect and also the benefits on your skin that is nourishing and calming properties as well. So it's a really nice product with a really nice benefit. And yes, it's the pure lavender oil.
It looks nice. That makes me want to try it even more. And then I'll do my night care treatment.
Good.
Next question was, excellent products, nice work. Thank you very much. We are very proud of it. Where are the Oriflame labs located? I think I can take that question if that's okay. We are all located all together, Gisele, Facundo, and myself, and the lab is in Sweden, in Stockholm, in the center of Stockholm. And we have all the formulation lab located there. So skincare, personal and hair care, and also color. But we have also performance evaluation where Facundo is working. So he has all the equipment and all it has the laboratory to be able to test the different products from a sensory point of view. As Facundo said, we are also sending the samples to the different markets. So it's not in the lab, it's with you where you are assessing it. But we also have our laboratory for the active ingredient that is also located in Sweden. We have also the packaging laboratory here. So we have most of everything in Sweden, Stockholm. Next question. The texture of Enough for Men face wash got changed completely. The customers who were using it now don't buy the new one as the new one doesn't have a lather. Sorry, my rating is really bad. Would you recommend, please, don't change the texture and formulation of popular selling products? I agree. I tend to love my old products, but and I don't like when people are changing, the labs are changing my old product that I loved. But sometimes we do have to change it because of regulatory or safety or sustainability reasons. I don't remember exactly which Norformane face wash you're referring to, so I cannot advise you on the changes. But recently we had a lot of regulatory changes impacting our formulations in skincare, in personal care, hair care, also in color cosmetic, and everyone will have to change some of the ingredients to be compliant for the markets. And some of the times we do have to change those formulations. Sometimes it's also from a sustainability point of view, because in Oriflame, we believe in a high sustainability profile, and some of the ingredients that we have used in the past do not have that anymore a good sustainability profile, because more ingredients have been tested in the environment, and we have more proof that they are not so good for the environment anymore. So we have to remove them. Sometimes it's for a safety reason that we need to replace some of the ingredients, like formaldehyde releasers, preservative systems, or parabens. It's purely from a safety point of view. And we want to make sure that our consumers have the best formulation from a sensory, but also from a safety point of view, because we don't want any adverse reaction. So that's why we have to remove some of these ingredients. And unfortunately, it may impact the texture. We are trying our best, of course, to match exactly as we were before, but sometimes it's not feasible. But I hope you will still love the product. If it's not the Norformane face wash, maybe your brand partners will find something else in our portfolio. Hopefully it answers your question. Sorry, we have so many new questions. I would like to request that you develop products for skin tanning, particularly for hands and legs. Very good suggestion. The reason why we don't have skin tanning product at the moment in the portfolio, it's because skin tanning products are increasing the tan is very much regulated in different markets, and depending on the markets, we don't have the same regulations and the same registration process. And on top of the fact that they are very, very complex to develop, it's at the moment it's all about regulations. But maybe at some point we will try to have them, and it will satisfy your needs. However, we do have sun protection products on the other side. Next question. Thank you for all this information. Welcome. My question is, how do I know that the sunscreen is physical, and do we have this type in our products? It depends on the product that you're referring to, but in our portfolio, we have different types of, we are using different types of sunscreens for, if we are talking about skincare formulations. We are using a blend of inorganic and organic, and also, which is what you're referring to, ingredients, to have the best performance possible for our SPF formulations. The most important criteria is the SPF value that you will get on the product, because that's related to the performance of your SPF and on your skin, and how frequently you need to reapply your SPF. And depending on the type of UV filters that we are using in our product, they are not covering the same UV length, and that's why we need to have sometimes both type of UV filters in order to have the best coverage for all the different types of UVA and UVB. I hope that answers the question. Next question, we have many coming. When I have suggested optimals even out set for my clients, but most of the clients have said that they couldn't see the even tone texture or the even tone effect, and also they were unable to see that pigmentation is not gone. Very good question. So even out is specifically dedicated at the moment for evening the skin tone, improving the skin tone, but it's not here to remove completely the pigmentation. your pigmentation is very important for your skin because it also helps protect your skin against the environmental factor. And we cannot remove also freckles, for example, or your little beauty spots. However, our even out product have been tested to improve skin tone and also improve skin texture. It has aids on top of being also anti-aging. If your clients haven't seen the results, I would say, or maybe I would say, I hope that they are not expecting to remove completely all skin tone, but they most probably have seen a little bit of improvement. But I would suggest to continue using it as well, because the performance, especially for skin tone improvement, can be seen more at longer term rather than instant effect. This is really not an instant effect claim. You cannot see it in 24 hours. So I would definitely recommend to use it for longer term. Next question. How much time in days or month it usually takes to formulate, then test and launch a new product? Gisele, would you like to take that question from a color cosmetic point of view?
Yes. It depends of the complexity, but mainly I would say around 1 year and a half, so 18 months, because we need to go through the steps of the development. So it's not like just go to the bench and start to do the tests and it's done. There's a lot of science behind, so we can talk first with marketing to do some research and build the concept, and then we start to just make backbone about the project, and it can demand a really good time on that. And then also the next step, it's the formulation and ingredient selection. So I would say if you not have available an active or a raw material at home, we need to start to look for this new raw materials, and it takes time as well. So then after that, we need to start to develop something in the bench. And after that, when marketing is happy, when everyone is happy, when you as well, as brand partners, that we are trying to bring you a little bit more closer to development. So when everyone is happy, so it's time to start the other tests. So Facundo will take the lead about the claims or the performance evaluation, or all the story that we want to build about this product. And also we have the silent areas, that is safety. We need to do microbiology test. It means it involves a bunch of things. We have the supply chain as well involved, so the purchase of these raw materials can impact as well, so we have lead time for that. So once every area is aligned, and you're happy with the texture, you're happy with the results of the tests, then we can just go and launch the product and have the final product. So it really depends which type of complexity, but from the color side, I would say 18 months. But if it's a really, really, really innovative, it can take around 2 years as well. But it really depends.
Yes. There is a lot of but there is a lot of research going behind a new product launch, especially if it's a complex one. Thank you very much, Gisele. I think we have another question. If it's possible, please, can you tell the steps that a particular product goes through before it reaches out to the customer? Maybe you could just tell the steps only. This person is curious to know. Before it reaches out to the customer. Okay. So that probably also is a bit a similar question on the time, and Gisele has touched base on what we need to do before it reaches out to the customer. But in short and simple step, first we have formulation step, where all the magic happens. Then we have, in parallel, stability of our formulation. Then we have safety testing. Then we also have brand partner assessments. So assessment of the texture, as Facundo explained, because it's very important to get feedback. Then we also have reformulation, if need be, based on your consumer feedback. Then after that, we do also, it's not only after, some steps can be in parallel. We have microbiology testing that happens. Then we also have packaging testing. Then we have all consumer testing, clinical testing, to be able to have the results that you want to see, measure, and prove. So everything that Gisele talked about, this is all about performance testing that we say. We have also compatibility testing, and we have other loads of stability testing in the background and compatibility testing. And then that sums up all the testing that we are doing from an R&D side point of view. Of course, there is a lot of other steps that needs to happen to make the product a reality, and before it launches before you can reach to the product itself. But I'm only talking about the step from R&D side. I hope that helps. And then one last question, because I'm conscious about time. Will Novage Retinol have to change due to the new EU rules? Sorry, difficult words. Novage Retinol, the current one, we are actually relaunching it right now as we speak, because, as you say, because of regulation. Hopefully the texture hasn't been impacted for your retinol power drops that you're having. But yes, we had to make it compliant for the regulations. And this is happening right now. You will get it probably soon with you. But I hope you will like it as much as you love the previous one. And we have some new exciting launches coming in the future for retinol as well. So stay tuned. Thank you very much. I think that we can, because of time, we can also end the question here, unless there is a very urgent question that someone wants to shout and that we haven't answered. But thank you very much for your time and for listening to us. We are, of course, in Oriflame, we love having feedback. So please don't forget to answer the survey that will be posted in the chat very soon. And it will help to ensure that we deliver the best of our Oriflame talks in the future, and that you will still continue liking them, and that you will still continue to love them. And just a reminder, this session will be available in YouTube, so you can not record it, it's already recorded. You can rewatch it, and then you can recommend it to your colleagues, other brand partners, so that they can watch it if they haven't seen it today. Thank you very much.